Hello everyone, it's me Jenny, and this is a semi-naked truth, semi-filler video thing, what's it? Because I am trying to keep to my predicted schedule of some sort of video on a Monday, every other week a video response to Tour on our tag game on a Wednesday, and on a Friday a naked truth or a commentary of some kind. But as you can tell from me just generally, sometimes I'm not very good at doing that, so I am filling this as a filler video for Friday, so I don't know when it's going to be put online, but I've just finished watching one of Trisha's streams and she brought up a point that I've been thinking about myself for a little while, and so I kind of wanted to do a naked truth on the subject anyway, and it links into a previous naked truth where I've talked about it in brief anyway. So yeah, I kind of want to talk about YouTube and how hard it is sometimes to find what you want to produce, and how hard it is to motivate yourself to do that sometimes, because I've been doing YouTube videos for 5 years more or less. I have about 480 something subscribers, and in the last year I haven't deviated from that 480 subscribers by any denomination of 10. I've gone up by 1 or 2, I've gone down by 1 or 2, but I've been stuck at 480 subscribers for this whole year more or less, and I'm very happy with that. I'm very proud of the fact that the 480 of you that have chosen to stick around for this long somehow like what I produce and want to keep coming back to listen to me, usually just sat in front of a camera talking. And I don't know, like, there must be something that you guys appreciate about that, for the fact that you keep coming back and you haven't unsubscribed and you comment. And those of you who are very dedicated to comment to every single video, thank you. Sometimes I wonder what you see in my videos, genuinely. But I haven't varied in that. So after all this time, I finally decided to click the monetization button just to see how it felt, because I'm not here for the money. I really am not. I think I'm on something like 800 videos. And I produced that without any money at all, or any intention of money. But I thought, you know, maybe it'll help me motivate myself to keep going, to, you know, produce more regularly. And, you know, those little things where you're like, you know, I've been doing this for a while, maybe shake it up for a bit. And the monetization thing is immediately very crushing. As someone who, I wouldn't call myself a creative in any way, shape or form. I am not creative. I sit in front of a camera and I talk mostly about subjects that I like, my thought process on subjects. I don't tend to create anything new, I just spew out my thoughts that I already have. So as we're just going to use the term creative for the sake of it. As a creative person, it is crushing to have something that you've created then immediately be ticked off as not suitable. Especially, for example, I put up a naked truth. So, little insight into my process. I film, I put my SD card into my computer, it gets transferred from my SD card into my laptop, I compress it, and when I compress it I literally just run my hands over the keyboard, because I know that when I compress, the compressed file folder will go into the file of recently uploaded content, so it will just go into a new picture file, basically. So I upload that raw video, because I very rarely edit, and that raw video then goes up on YouTube. So at this point, this raw naked truth, in which I am dressed, because I'm always dressed for these naked truths, is online with a nonsense title, usually like, you know, WERTYU, like literally the one line of keyboard just whoop, and it's getting flagged before it's public, before it's edited, before, even if I'm discussing a topic that has nothing to do with anything controversial, it has already been flagged as not suitable. Even though I am dressed, even though I am discussing a normal topic, even though it has no titles or tags that relate to anything that could be misconstrued as anything, it's already been flagged. And because I have under 10,000 subscribers, I have 480 subscribers, because my YouTube videos will always be viewed under 10,000 views. I think my highest viewed video is something like 4,000, because I'm never going to reach that. It's never ever going to be checked. And again, I'm not in it for the money. The amount of money I can make, and I've been, I think, monetized for 2 months, I think I've made the potential of 1 cent, potentially, and not in any way, shape or form confirmed, or, you know, they haven't asked for any way of sending me this money, this 1 cent that I could have potentially earned. And I'm never going to ever get reviewed because I have such a small, very, very loyal, but very small audience. And that's heartbreaking in a weird way. Like, it never was before I became monetized, but now it is. And the thing with these things is I never know really what to produce on this channel. I produce Naked Truths, I randomly do random vlogs like reading, or occasionally I used to game stream, occasionally I've done dance videos, I did a cosplay thing a couple of years ago, I did daily vlogging, I did I've done event vlogging occasionally. I very rarely edit. I am completely and utterly inconsistent. And it's very hard, when going back to my previous comments in previous Naked Truth, it's very hard sometimes with YouTube to decide what sphere of your life you're going to use for that channel. Because the most successful YouTube channels are very consistent content. We have an idea, this is our idea, we're sticking to it. But for me, I'm not an expert in anything. I can't preach for hours about a certain subject. My most consistently viewed videos were my movie reviews, which I still enjoy doing, but I'm not an expert, so I feel out of place sometimes reviewing them. I always feel like, because I don't do editing and I don't up my production value, it's not worthy of viewership. And then, you know, I also want to do, like, occasionally I want to do a dance video, occasionally I want to do a YouTube video stream, or just chat, or Naked Truths, and because this is kind of my place where I put my random things that don't fit in other aspects of my life, it is random. Like, I don't think I could, like, if I were to consistently do event vlogs, then I don't have time to do that. I have a full-time job. Most of my friends and family really don't feel confident and safe and happy on camera. Last time I had a video with my sister in it, I went through and edited out as much of her as I possibly could. I asked for permission and she still felt uncomfortable, and then I tried to blur any shot she was in. And that's my family, who understand where I'm coming from, who really kind of, they support me as much as they can, even though they don't really understand what I do when I do vlogging, because it's a hobby, it's not an activity that's really something they understand. And as I said, it's inconsistent and scattered and messy. And, like, I can't show my friends, because most of them feel uncomfortable on camera. I can't show my family, so I can't do... It's the same thing, like, with family vlogging. I don't know if I'd feel comfortable showing, if I ever were to produce a child, showing my child on camera, or showing those moments that you have. Those moments in real life where, you know, me and my twin sister on our 21st birthday sat out in the garden on our 21st birthday, wrapped up in duvets, watching a meteor shower. And if I put a camera in front of that, I really think I would have lost that moment. The moments when you're, like, dancing in a ceilidh, you can't have a camera with you because it would be a horrible thing to shoot, it would be dizzying, and it would lose all of the fun. It's hard to express how beautiful watching this. I bike in the mornings before the sunrise, and I often watch the sunrise. And even though you can film that, it's hard to express how beautiful that moment is if you're filming. If you're filming, it takes you out of it. And so those moments that I'd really love to share, the best moments, you can't. And it's really hard to, you know, express that feeling of wonder. The best moments that you want to be would be the best moments to share are often the best moments that you want to keep to yourself. So yeah, it's hard. It's hard to find a sphere of yourself that you want to share with the internet and that you can share with the internet. Like, I would love to share my D&D games, but I know that wouldn't be much interest, and I know that the people that I'd have to involve in the sharing wouldn't want to be shared with. The public versus private side of YouTube, and I'm not creating fantastical out of myself content, I'm creating content which is so related to me that I feel uncomfortable putting it on the wide space. And so it's really, really hard when you don't have a creative field that you want to dictate to your channel, and you don't have a financial one, and you don't, like, I have the emotional connection. I love making videos, I love the record of my life for the last 4 years, and I will still continue to produce content because I like doing it, but I can understand Trisha's kind of doubts that she's going through right now, is what do I actually do, because it's hard when you don't have that motivation and you don't have that it's forcing yourself to do something for the sake of doing it rather than doing it because you want to. And Wheezy Waiter is a perfect example of a creator who's fantastic. He does amazing, wonderful, clever, funny videos that are beautifully edited every single week. And he, every couple of, like 6 months or so, has that moment of doubt where he's like, what am I creating? Am I creating something that's for me or for you or something that makes the world better? Like his channel, The Good Stuff, is all about, you know, trying to inform the world, and it's one of those ones that was so hard to maintain because creating something that's trying to improve the world is almost impossible. And yeah, comparing myself to Wheezy Waiter is ridiculous. Sorry. But there we go. Basically, I can really understand the kind of the fear of the personal versus the private, and how like sharing some of the best moments can negatively affect the best moments and doesn't fully show if you're sharing them anyway. So it's hard to know what to put to camera and what not to. And especially with when you rely on this as a form of money, which I don't. I thought, oh, like, wouldn't it be nice if I could get some money for it? You know, probably won't, but there we go. And the fact that I know I will never get any money from it, ever, is kind of sad. And that kind of automatic, like, markdown, kind of, it's not a positive atmosphere, but there we go. I just thought I'd put this up as I'm trying to get ahead on my video filming, so that if for some week, because I'm working a ridiculous number of hours at ridiculous o'clock in the morning, I don't have time or energy to put something online, it's here, that's something for you. And it's something I've been thinking about for a while, and it's something that Trisha has obviously been thinking about recently with the baby, and with the situation on YouTube. And yeah, I just thought it was something that I felt like I need to talk about right now. And I'm sure my thoughts on it will develop by and by. Yeah, that's my sort of not really naked truth thoughts on the subject of YouTube and YouTube motivation, because I'm here for the friends. Like, I've got my Tor VMe tag game, which I'm really we've only done 2 videos on it so far, and I'm really, like, I love the concept, and it keeps me motivated, it keeps her motivated, which is really fun. And I like I don't want to neglect this, because I do feel like it's a part of me now, but I don't know which part of me I want it to be. If that makes any sense, I don't know. This video is way too long. I'm going to stop talking. Feel free to comment when this comes online. I don't know when it's going to come online, so yeah, enjoy that when it comes out. I might send this to Trisha early, because you know, I just want to make sure that she knows that she's not the only one who feels a bit conflicted about YouTube. And yeah, thoughts and words and things. Bye for now.